Some of the best amateur riders from across the nation converge on the hallowed grounds at Daytona International Speedway for the Monster Energy Ricky Carmichael's Amateur Supercross at Daytona, presented by Quad Lock. And it all starts right here, right now on MAVTV. Hello and welcome to Daytona International Speedway for the Monster Energy Ricky Carmichael Amateur Supercross at Daytona, presented by Quad Lock. Mikey Wayne's here. I'll be taking you through today's racing action, and today we begin with who else? The GOAT.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 14th running, the RCSX at Daytona Amateur Supercross race. Really excited to get things going. Main event's about to start to happen, and man, the weather has been great. The track is really good this year. Man, we really got lucky with there. We want to thank all of our partners as well, and it's just so humbling to be here every single year. I'm just like, wow, just amazed and humbled. And I want to thank all of our great partners for sure, and best of luck to everyone, and thank you for coming.
Oh, love it. Got to hand it to Ricky Carmichael. Obviously, his event, his name is on it, but he's entrenched in the progress of our sport, in the future of our sport, and its well-being. Love the guy. Certainly a class act. Love this event. And we begin with the WMX. How about it? The women's class out here ripping, rolling. Some names to mention: Katie Benson, Jamie Ostadillo, Kylie Stallings, Hannah Hodges, of course, Viviana Contreras. And out front, the 21 Kawasaki of Kylie Stallings, leading the 117 of Hannah Hodges in that number 2 spot. Hodges making a move and gets around Kylie Stallings. So now let's see what Hannah Hodges can do with some clean air out in front. Jamie Ostadillo in the number 3 spot back there on that number 469 KTM. And, ooh, look at this. Hannah Hodges trying to check out. We'll see what Stallings has got in store for Jamie in the 3 spot. But, boy, great riding right now by Hannah Hodges out in front. Looking good. Kylie Stallings again in that 2 spot. Ostadillo in the number 3 position. Contreras in the number 4 spot. Watching that battle right there. There is the 172 of Hannah Hodges on that gas. No problems for her. Enjoying the clean air out in front. Stallings in the 2 spot. And there is the 469 just behind her. Trying to track her down. Good job working the track. Jumps back down into the inside. Trying to make something happen. Trying to catch up with Kylie Stallings in the 2 spot. See how this one shakes down in the women's class. Jamie Ostadillo back there, in that 3 spot, trying to track down the 21 of Kylie Stallings. Stallings, a rider out of Texas, sitting in that number 2 position right now. And Hannah Hodges setting a good race pace out in front. Now got a little bit of a gap between her and the rest of the pack, riding very well here at RCSX. Just a one-of-a-kind event. Love this event. Always fun. Just what a cool thing to be able to come out race here at Daytona. What other sport can you say that? And it doesn't matter. You compare it to any other sport: football, basketball, baseball. There are some opportunities for amateurs to play in some incredible facilities, but on the regular, our sport, honestly, it just stands above and beyond anything else, and love to see that. And oh, look at this. Great racing right here. Stallings up into some lap traffic now, and that's okay. We'll take it. That added element here at RCSX. Stallings doing a pretty good job so far of holding off Jamie Ostadillo. And there's a shot of the 172 of Hannah Hodges, rider out of Florida, trying to get it done in the home state. How about that? cool enough to win a race, cool enough to win a race at RCSX. But hey, you know what? When you're in the home state, just even sweeter. It's even cooler. Love it. Love to see it. Ripping right now. Stallings out in front, or in the number 2 spot, holding off Astudillo for the moment. Let's see what JB has got for the 469 KTM. Has been in that number 3 position. Ooh, on the move right now. Little follow the leader right there, but applying the pressure, maybe trying to force Stallings into a mistake. And a good drive right there into some more lap traffic now. Ooh, yeah, inside line. Is it going to pay off? Right there with Stallings. Hodges out in front. Oh, here it comes. Getting her set up now. Astudillo is. Checkered flag flies for Hannah Hodges. The 172. A great ride for her in this one. She'll take the win here at Daytona. We had a chance to catch up with her as well. Take a look first at the top 10. Hodges first. Viviana Contreras finishes in the 2 spot. Stallings 3rd. Jamie Astudillo 4th. And Katie Benson 5th.
Hannah Hodges, we're here at Daytona Supercross, and I just got done with the WMX Moto. Race was good. I got off to a good start, and we knew that lappers were going to be bad because they gave us 12 laps today. So I just tried to get out front, ride smart, and put it all together.
And welcome back to RCSX here on MAVTV. Watching some highlights of that Open A class. Patrick Murphy out of Clinton, Iowa. Well, that rider getting it done out here in style aboard the Yamaha. And Heat 1, he had a 6th place finish. But boy, when it came to the main, it was the Patrick Murphy show, really taking the reins in this one and getting the job done. And just an impressive ride in the Open A class, a talented class. Maddie Jorgensen, Julian Balmer, Eric Grondel, Mitchell Zarimba. Just a stacked one. But that man right there, Patrick Murphy, holding the number 1 plate. Taking a look at that top 10. Again, Murphy, Jorgensen, Balmer, Grondel, Zarimba, those names we just mentioned, rounding out that top 5. Pretty impressive ride by Murphy.
I got off to a good jump, about 2nd or 3rd off the start, and then Julian, I guess, had a bike problem, and I was able to capitalize on that, and then, yeah, I just rode my own ride.
Well, here we go. Supercross Futures, the 250A class. Some heavy hitters in this one. The man you just saw, Patrick Murphy. Let's see. Julian Balmer. We've got Cameron Duro, Mitchell Zarimba, Maddie Jorgensen, Grant Hoffman out there. Who else is out there? James Harrington, Dylan Rimpel. Some heavy hitters in this one. There's no doubt about that. So certainly one of the featured classes, if you will, here, this 250A class. Road to Supercross Futures. Love it. And we are just about ready for the gate drop in this one now. Locked and loaded down on the gate here at RCSX, chomping at the bit for their opportunity to get to the track. Jockey for position. Go out there and make something happen coming into it. In the heat races, Balmer, he had a 3rd place finish. Tyler Stepik out of Maryland had a 1st place finish. We'll see how Tyler does. Rider out of Maryland of 314 KTM. We'll keep an eye on him. And good battle out front, side by side. Got a couple of riders, went a little wide on the outside, worked their way back into the track and see if they can't make something happen. That is the 22. Jairee Mitchell out in front on that KTM. But boy, he's got some company. You talk about talent. Talked about it a moment ago. A lot of heavy hitters in this one. Expect good battles, and a good battle out in front. Runs him high and able to make the pass right there on the inside. Can he hang on to it, though? A little back and forth early in this one. Love to see it. We're here for it. RCSX got to put those talents on display in front of the GOAT. The 314, Tyler Stepik, another name we mentioned. He is in the mix. And, of course, the 29, that's Julian Balmer out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Comes into this with a 3rd place finish. And on the charge right now, all over the 314 KTN of Stepik. We'll watch that battle unfold right here. Ooh, getting a little high right there. Julian Balmer knocks over the tough block, but he is applying the pressure right now. We'll see when he decides to try and make a move on the 314 KTM. Solid riding by both. Look at that. Look at the speed they're carrying. And gotta hand it to Mitchell out in front. Got that good clean air, enjoying it, trying to hit his marks. Battle heating up for the 2 spot now. The 314 and the 29. Julian Balmer to the inside, but can he make it stick? I think he will. Yes, he will. Into the number 2 spot. Let's see what he has up his sleeve for Mitchell right here. See if he can track him down. And Stepik not happy about the pass. He wants it back. Tries to answer back, but falls into that 3 position. He'll go back to work. But boy, Balmer just riding very, very well right now from that 2 spot. And I got to think he's going to be on that rear wheel of Mitchell in just a moment. Battling for this race lead. Again, watching 250A, the road to Supercross futures. These guys out here putting their talents on display. The 314, that is Stepik. The number 35 of Patrick Murphy, who we just saw highlighted in the previous race. Had a solid ride there. Having a solid ride right here as well. Murphy on the move. Murphy's looking good out there right now. Julian Balmer looking good too. Both of those guys really turning it on here late, getting into that race pace, looking very comfortable on the machine and working this racetrack right now. Love it. Battles all over. You talk about some hungry riders. These guys, they want their shot, man. They want their shot. This is an opportunity, you know, not the exact track that is ran on Saturday night for Daytona Supercross, but nonetheless, the elements are all there. It's just, you know, they groomed it to accommodate some of the amateur riders, and that's completely understandable. But nonetheless, just this feeling, you know, you're there on Saturday night, you're watching the race, or even if you're watching it on TV, just to be a part of this weekend's event. Of course, it coincides with Daytona Bike Week going on down here in Florida. They got the GNCC not too far away in Palatka. So basically, if you ride a motorcycle, whether it be street or dirt, moto, woods, doesn't matter, this week down in Daytona, that is where you need to be. That's where it's at. And seeing some great racing right here. The 3, 4, 5 out in front of this battle right here. Really starting to take shape. 183 right there. On the move. Trying to make something happen. Find a place on the track. Pick out a spot. We got battles all over the place. And here's one unfolding right now. Oh yeah, Rubbin's racing. We're here for it. Balmer on the move, man. Balmer really turning it on here. Mitchell in the 2 spot now. Getting in some lap traffic. Good job right there. Put a lapper in between you. Create a little separation. Julian Balmer having a heck of a ride right now. Your new leader out in front, the number 29 KTM out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Little look over the shoulder right there. We're not gonna count him out for that. It's okay. It's okay. It was a corner. He didn't turn his head completely. His head wasn't on a swivel. He was fine. Brings it in for the checkered flag. What a ride by Julian Balmer. Not the best start, but he went to work. He made it happen. Had a great battle there. Patrick Murphy ends up in the 2 spot. Stepik in the 3 spot. Jairi Mitchell 4th. Great race.
My name's Julian Balmer. We're here at Daytona, and I just won the 250A class. My start was pretty good. Came in the first corner probably like 4th, 5th. Worked my way up into the lead early and tried to break away and then sail from there.
And welcome back to RCSX here on MAVTV, watching the Vet 30-plus class. Some fella named Mike Alessi out there rolling. Dakota Kessler, Michael Mercer, Dylan Cox, Tony LaRusso, Ben Robinson, Chris Jumich, Michael Carter. Who else have we got out there? Alec Forte, Shane Keller, another stat class here, Vet 30. These guys, we'll call them what it is. That's my age group, all right? So we're going to call it like it is. Old wily veterans at this point, right? Maybe not old, but wily veteran riders. Put it that way. They're, they know what they're doing. That's what I'm getting at. So Mike Alessi, your leader out in front, the number 800 Honda. We'll see if he can hang on to it. Comes into it with a first-place finish in the first heat. See how he does here in the main. It was Dakota Kessler, the 449 in the number 2 spot. Did I miss Alessi? No. Oh, no. Okay. So Dakota Kessler in that 2 position behind Mike Alessi. So, yeah, did just see Mike Alessi there at the bottom of the screen. So, not mistaken. Kessler going to work on the Yamaha, trying to catch up with Mike Alessi out in front. Mercer in the 3 spot, Cox in 4th, and Robinson in the number 5 position. That's Ben Robinson out of Daytona Beach, Florida, on the Suzuki. Gotta love that. Right up the street from you, if you will. That's Michael Mercer right there on the Kawasaki. Mercer sitting in the 3 spot right now. And boy, does he have some company right there. Dylan Cox out of Whitesville, Kentucky. Trying to track him down and make something happen. Good battle on screen between Cox and Mercer. Cox goes to work. Similar line choice right there. See what he does here. Does he try to take it to the inside? Nah, still right behind him. Maybe trying to force him into a mistake. Both riders, decent drive right there as they keep on rolling. Battle between Mercer and Cox is what we're watching. That's that battle for 3rd place. Mercer out in front of him. Cox, chipping away. See if Cox can make a move right here. He's looking like he's trying to set him up. Still unable to make it stick. Unable to make it happen, but he's right there with them. And Mercer doing a good job so far, playing a little defensive riding. Trying to shut the door on him, not giving him the opportunity. Oh, a little mistake right there by Cox. Cost him a little bit of time. Goes back to work. 3 laps completed now. Alessi and Kessler still out in front of these 2 riders leading the way. Check on that battle in just a moment. Again, watching the battle for 3rd place right now between Michael Mercer out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and Dylan Cox, a rider out of Whitesville, Kentucky. And Cox still trying to make something happen right here. Almost carbon copies. Well, hey, Mike Alessi, your leader out in front. Kessler's in the fight. We'll be right back with more after this. Well, we welcome you back once again here to RCSX here on MAVTV. We are watching 3 laps completed. This Vet 30-plus class, Mike Alessi, Kessler, Mercer, Cox, Forte. That is your top 5 as it stands through 4 laps of racing. We are watching the battle between Mercer and Cox. That is Mercer out in front of him. Cox has thrown everything at him but the kitchen sink. Just unable to make something happen. And caution right here. Oh, that was Alessi. So Mike Alessi goes down. Mike Alessi goes down, able to get back on the machine and get moving. But that opens up the window of opportunity here. Dakota Kessler, the rider out of Jackson, New Jersey, will pick up a position, and Alessi going to work. Look at the sense of urgency out of Mike Alessi right now. The visor's gone. Alessi still rolling. No, okay, Kessler's still behind him. I thought for sure Kessler got around him. He didn't. Kessler's still in the 2 spot behind Alessi. But now let's see what Kessler can do. Gives him an opportunity to catch up with Mike Alessi and maybe make a move on him here late in the moto. And you got the lap traffic to think about as well. Here comes Alessi, the number 800 Honda out in front. Kessler behind him in the 2 spot. Good move there by Alessi. Little separation. Kessler with some trouble getting around the lapper. Just had nowhere else to go. Couldn't quite hit the mark he wanted. But Kessler is hungry. He can feel it. Driving. Taking a face full of sand right there. Kessler goes to work again. Into the lap traffic now. Alessi slowed up. Kessler slowed up by the lap traffic. Kessler fires back. How's it going to look right here? Oh, the 9-10 moves out of the way. Kessler goes for the move, and he makes the pass. He's around Alessi now. What a ride. So we have a new leader after 6 laps. It's going to be Kessler leading the way after a tough break by Alessi going down on the track. Able to get back on the machine relatively quick, but nonetheless, Kessler smelled blood in the water, went after it, grabs the lead right away from Mike Alessi. And look at Kessler. My goodness. Takes the lead and he says, I'll take the clean air. Let's do this. Let's bring it home. What a ride for the 449 of Dakota Kessler out of New Jersey. In their heat race, he finished in the 2 spot behind Alessi. We get to the main though, and Kessler capitalizing off the mistake by Mike Alessi, moves into the lead, and he will try to bring this thing home. Just a fantastic ride, and he does it. Checkered flag flies, and Dakota Kessler will take the win in an absolute, boy, that was exciting, man. That was a good one for the Vet 30-plus class. We'll take a look at the top 10. Helmet's off. He's got to be smiling. He's got to be stoked. Oh, heck yeah, there it is. He said fist bumps all around. Thank you, George. Dakota Kessler takes first, Mike Alessi second, Mercer 3-spot, Dylan Cox 4th, and Tony LaRusso rounds out your top 5.
Dakota Kessler, we're down here at the Daytona Ricky Carmichael Amateur Day. I rode 25 plus and 30 plus. Just came off from the 30 plus A and was able to pick up the win right there at the end. So pretty happy with everything, how the weekend went. Alessi made a few mistakes there towards the end, and I was able to capitalize on them and just stuffed it in on him, honestly, and went for it, and it paid off.
Well, congratulations to that man right there, Dakota Kessler. What a ride by him, capitalizing off the mistake by Alessi. Brings it home. Great ride. Great racing here at RCSX. We'd expect nothing else. I'm Mikey Waynes. We'll see you at the races.